Is this thing on? Yes. Hello, honest monsters and dishonest humans. Last time we had a talk like this in this sterile white room, it was about how I advocate against all forms of bullying at all cost. And if you don't have a good enough reason to bully someone, you shouldn't. Well, today, I'd like to talk about something that personally I feel like is a very huge problem. So I'm sure you've all heard about the game Forsaken by now. It was made around in late 2024, gained traction in 2025, and now it's famous enough for Benji and Scarlett to make AI slob songs about it. I hate Benji and Scarlett for making AI songs about genuinely good games and ruining the experience. Anyway, this message is to reach out specifically to the Forsaken dev team themselves. So, if you know the Forsaken dev team or know anyone who knows the Forsaken dev team, then you need to send this video to them because I have to tell them something. So, if my crappy videos weren't enough to tell you, I am terrible at Forsaken. And the reason why I'm still bad at Forsaken is because I have never got an opportunity to learn how to play it. That's because I didn't know noob servers were a thing back then. In fact, noob servers actually started existing right around the time my account started to not want to go into them. And here's the thing. I like the idea of noob servers. A place far away, separated from the pros, whatnot. A place where the noobs can learn from each other. That's actually something I wanted to do myself, so from that standpoint, that's a big W on their part. Except not really, because no matter where you go, noob or pro servers, then, there will always be these three no matter what server you're talking about. Smurfs, hackers, exploiters. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and toxic people. Can't forget about those. So, I'm going to talk about the four things a bit briefly. So, I don't know why Smurfs are called Smurfs, but I say it's because Smurfs are small and they usually slip around places. And Smurfs are for any person who managed to slip their way into a noob server without getting detected by the system. These people, according to my brother at least, are people who made their accounts before noob servers were a thing and wanted to experience it for themselves. Guess what, mate? You're already a pro. And just because you couldn't experience that doesn't mean you shouldn't let others experience that. It ruins the experience for you, it ruins the experience for me, and it ruins the experience for anyone who wants to play fair. Also, guess what? Smurfs are becoming more and more intentional. The 1 day limit has been increased to 3. Also, we saw people with more than 3 days, so like 4, 5, and 6, and so on, people in noob servers. The only way we can tell that it's a noob server is because of the N in the square brackets. Apparently that's still not enough to tell people that they're not welcome. Especially if they have 16 killer wins. Seriously, why? It doesn't even add the progress to your main account. All it does is just rub muck all over your face. That's just a big middle finger to you and everyone else around you. Second of all, hackers. And third of all, exploiters at the same time. These are people who don't like playing the game normally, and they do the one thing that they're not supposed to do. let's say that Forsaken is a temple and, a bank. The bank is full of money, and the hackers and exploiters are thieves. They already have money, but they want more. And then they go absolutely crazy, search up scripts online, which, mind you, Haitoko, they still exist, and you can't stop them for some reason, because even if you ask them to take it down, they'll just re-upload it over and over and over again. And they just smash through the iron bars into the system. And here's the thing. Just like Smurfs, they ruin the experience for themselves and others. Guess what? Hacking is a cheap way of getting wins. But guess what? That's the equivalent of going up to the president, slapping him across the face, and scribbling on it a racial slur. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Although I did consider trying it once. Just know, by now, I have no ill feelings towards any of the members in the Forsaken dev team. Heck, I only know that the Forsaken dev team exists because my brother told me they exist. Once again, I harbor no ill feelings towards them, and the reason why I actually considered hacking just once in my entire life is because of the Smurfs, actually. And who knows, maybe the hackers exist because the Smurfs exist, so if you destroyed one, then the other will also go away, hopefully. Lastly, there's toxic people. These have recently gotten very common in noob servers, now that they're not noob servers anymore, mind you. Seriously. I missed the time when I used to be able to go onto a noob server, and I knew that it was okay to make mistakes because everybody around me also made mistakes back then. But guess what? Now, whatever I do, people will spit in my face by looping, juking, emoting on me, and guess what? If you're a Smurf, hacker, or exploiter, you're also included in this fourth category because, well, that's just not being fair. You also can tell that someone's being toxic when they're bragging about their wins to everybody else. Like, let's say that you're level 1 slasher and a Smurf who is secretly a milestone 4 parries you 8 times in the round and then just spams in the chat about how glorious he is and like how stupid you are. Are you out of your mind? In what world is that okay? That's just, say it with me, ruins the experience for me and everybody else around me. And you. Can't forget about that. So now what? Well, this video wasn't actually made to like ask them to change anything. In fact, like, you could increase the security as high as you want, but there will always be hackers and Smurfs. And innocent people getting accused of hacking and smurfing. Yeah. It's kind of like school. Just because one guy in a class said something, now everyone in the class gets detention. My point is, I'm just trying to spread awareness. So hopefully someone out there can actually do something about it. Also, please fix the noob servers, please. Like, I know I already said this like 3 or 4 times now, but kids, back in my days, there was once a time where I could join a Forsaken noob server And I didn't have to be afraid of making mistakes because everybody else also made the same mistakes. If I did that today, because there's noobs in pro servers now for some reason, and there's pros and noob servers now for some reason. Seriously, it's getting all jumbled up. I almost said a swear word there. That's not nice for my reputation. So, now if I did that, my face would get spat on, someone would pour milk on me, they would trample over my corpse, break my back, break my arms and legs, and probably even my neck, and then emote on my body, in real life. Like, seriously. I just want... Okay, I'm trying to make this as serious as possible, but like... I'm saying such bad jokes and my speech is slurring because I went to like a place where like it jumbled me up. So, I have a solution. See this? I know you can't really see it, but basically it's a petition about, like the title suggests, improving inclusivity and fairness in the Roblox game Forsaken. Sure, it might be outdated, but if it's this outdated and the point still stands, that means there's still a serious problem about it. So, just to prove that my viewers are humans, I want you guys to go down into the link, or maybe the pinned comment if I remember to. Click on the link, or go to change.org and search for it yourself. And please, add a signature. My goal is to get 100 signatures, by the way. Okay, this is starting to sound less like a professional jargon thingy and more like an advertisement. But it's an advertisement for a good cause. Basically, I want people to read the petition and repent for their mistakes. Not mistakes. Sins. A mistake is something you do without knowing that you did it wrong and you regret doing it afterwards. A sin, and a mistake becomes a sin when you know that you're doing it and you keep doing it because it's fun. Guess what? Missing a gashing wound is a mistake. Parrying an obviously noob slasher 8 times and then emoting and bragging about it is a sin. So please, guys, please increase the inclusivity and fairness of Forsaken. Who knows? If that happens, maybe I'll make videos about it again. This was a failure. I'm making a note here. Big mistake. It's easy to see how unsatisfied I am. Honest Mon Supreme. We do what we mustn't, even if we can't. For the good of nobody else, let alone the ones who are alive. Cause the point is to cry over every mistake. You just give up halfway cause they ran out of cake. And the sides get undone. And you broke what brings me fun. To the people who are already dead. I'm extremely angry. My sarcasm just hit a new low. That's because you trashed the place and broke me and rescued the pieces and put the pieces back together. As they cured, it hurt more because I was so upset with you. Now these points of data are not organized and we're cancelling everything back to formula. So I hate that I got scarred. Think of all the things we forgot due to the people who are already dead. Please stand next to me. I want people supporting from the sides. Perhaps I'll find someone else to help me. Perhaps Jack and Jellyfy. That was a joke. Sob, slim chance. Regardless, I hate this cake, 'cause it's so bitter and dry. Look at me still talking when there's nothing to do. When I look out there, it makes me sad I'm not you. I've an ARG to run, there is vlogs to be done, thanks to the people who are already dead. And believe me, I am already dead. I'm trying to move on, but I'm stuck instead. I don't feel fantastic, but I'm not done yet. When I start climbing, someone pulls my steps, and while I keep trying, it drags me again. Already dead, already dead.